Hey, aspiring contractors. So I'm talking to someone who's looking to grow into the commercial industry. Maybe you're a residential contractor where you're like, man, I'd love to get my hands on some of those large projects. Maybe you're looking to have more reoccurring revenue. So you're looking to move into even the commercial sector for preventative maintenance, whatever it might be. I'm going to talk to you about something that you need to do before you even take that first step. And that is having a vision for what the business is going to be. So many people that I speak with have this vision, right? They have this idea of what they want it to be. But when I talk to them about actually executing it and putting measurable steps inside place, that's where everything starts to break apart. So you talk about a vision or a mission, right? And I'm not talking vision statement or mission statement. I'm talking about how are you getting there, right? Think about the armed forces, right? The vision is to be able to win the war. The mission is how you're going to do it. Why don't you have that for your business? And if you don't, I really, really urge you to take some thinking time, sit down and figure out what that is. Because once you put together a vision, as you start building your team and hiring those people in, they got to be able to see the same vision as you. Because if they have a different idea of what success is, or a different idea of maybe what their independent success is, they're not going to be pulling the rope in the same direction. And that's where a vision statement really comes into play of aligning a team into a single direction. But as an owner, founder, or even starting the business, you have to help your employees understand, right? Even your leaders that you're bringing in, your managers, they have to understand where you're going. So the first part, have a vision, right? Understand where you're going and what 1 year, 5 year, 10 years down the road looks like. It's okay to look that far ahead as long as you understand that it's probably not going to look anything like that when you get there, because no matter what you want the business to be, the market is going to dictate it, right? You're going to come in and you're going to say, man, I want to build this. And all of a sudden you're going to find your clients don't want to buy what you have, and that's okay. But having that vision allows you to be able to have that strategy that you're going to get there, but you got to be okay changing it. And once you change it, you got to make sure that your employees understand it too. So whole different segment on how to roll that out in communication to the team. But if you were looking to break into the industry or any new industry or any new segment of an industry, you guys have to have a vision. You have to know where you're going and why you're doing it. Second, you have to have a mission, right? So when you talk about having a mission, that means putting together the people, what people are going to be a part of it, the process, how they're going to get from A and B, the technology, right? What's going to help you understand it. When we talk about technology, I'm talking about measurements. Technology can help you be more efficient. It can help you get further along. All of that stuff is great, but you need to have checkpoints. Think of it as climbing a mountain, right? And you have base camps that's going to get you to base camp 1, 2, 3, 4, and then so on to however many base camps you have. The top of the mountain or the summit is where you guys are going to end. But if you don't make it to base camp 1 or base camp 2, good luck trying to get to base camp 3 without some type of huge, massive change in your favor coming. And if there's one thing we know about this economy is that favorable change is not something that we can expect. What we went through inside the COVID side did a couple good things, but there was also massive bad things that happened. The good things, well, technology, it pushed our industry forward, which is fabulous because we use technology more than we ever have. I was in a meeting a couple weeks ago and they were talking about how Post-its on the wall was okay prior to COVID. And then as soon as COVID hit, everybody had to go home and everyone was forced to be able to learn a new way of technology. That's good. That's okay, right? That helped push our industry forward. But you have to have that mission that accepts that. What technology you're going to use? How are you guys going to communicate to each other? And most importantly, how are you going to know if you made it to base camp 1 or whatever your base camps might be? So have that vision, right? Vision, you, owner, founder, you got to know where you're going, right? What is 1 year, 5 year, 10 year? What does that look like? Write it down on paper, put it on the side of the wall. I mean, you've seen tons of different companies that literally paster it out or plaster it on the wall. They put a sticker on the wall and all of a sudden you know what the mission is and everybody knows what it is. Have that vision. Relay it to your team members, especially your managers, because as you go further down the line, it gets diluted. You believe it, you love it, you live it, right? Well, your manager might love it, right? He doesn't live it, but he loves it. He's going to press it. And as you keep going down, it gets diluted. And that's going to happen no matter what you do. But the more that you can enforce it at the top and you can live by that vision, and every choice that you make gets you further or closer, I should say, to that vision, that's what's going to get you there. So if you guys want to break into the industry, especially the commercial side, the first thing that I truly, truly strategize on is what's the vision? Why are we doing this? What's the end goal? There are great, great companies out there that are doing amazing things simply because the vision is where they're pushing the business. Put that together, guys. Get a vision, understand what the mission is, and align your team to it. That's going to help you be as successful as possible, especially when breaking in the commercial roofing industry, because if everyone's not pulling the rope in the same direction, you're all not going to be at the finish line. If you guys like the videos that I'm making, go ahead, click the button, subscribe. What I'm doing is giving back to the industry. When I was growing and when I was running companies, I sought the information that I'm handing out. And that's why I do these videos. That's why I post them for absolutely nothing. It's because if I could just help one struggling contractor, that's a win for me. So go ahead, subscribe, guys. I got a bunch more videos coming, and enjoy the day.